What is up, everyone? Guess who's back, 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 back again, again, again. Ghoulies back, back, back. Tell your friends back. Guess who's back? 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 What is up from John L. Jackson? What is up from Prince Sean? What is up, Diego? What is up, Chris? Are you Chris? Chris, one of my closest friends, Chris. But anyway, what is up, Diego? What is up, Jamar Games? I see myself. The Ghoulinator is back. Yes, the return of MalcGoolie. Yes, it's been too long. He's back. Yes, I'm back. My chubby cheeks are kind of going down. The medicine is leaving my body. The overheating is over with. My gums aren't hurting as much, but like one step at every turn. Also, we are back. Oh my God, you're back. Yes, I'm back. What is up, Studio 3K? You're not watching SmackDown, or are you multitasking? To be honest, I have a lot to say what happened to me over the past couple of days, but that'll be on for a different video from a different time. And as you know, I'm kind of split because I got a guest. Guest, tell yourself.
What up? What up? What up? It is, you might have to put some headphones in. You know the echo, man.
All right, give me a second. You know, I'm still used to this. Matter of fact, you read the comments and I can get my headset.
Okay, that's all good. But what's up, y'all? What's up? The grind is real. I'm back. I'm better than ever. Okay. Cody Johnson, I was in a hospital yesterday. A lot of pain. Just try to rest, bro. It seems like MalcGoolie's mouth is back. John L. Jackson, sorry I'm late. I had another YouTube account. Somebody hacked me. Well, go subscribe to this Spotlight Sports Network. Ghoulie. Little Leak, what up? What up?
What is up, everyone? Oh my God, it's so great to be back.
We here, y'all.
If I can judge my mouth out of a percentage meter, it would be my mouth is like 95%. It won't be 100% until Monday. So, because I got to go back. And here's the best part, guys. They get to take the stitches out my mouth. So after that's done, I'm back talking raw, live, and uncut with my brother, who I know who's not in a very good mood. Actually, he should be in a happy mood, how the way his team played, but the way how they lost because of defense execution, then I can understand getting angry. But I'm sorry. Yes, I know I can't talk trash because the Bulls aren't in it, but at least the Chicago Bulls got the 4th round pick in the NBA draft. Yeah!
Oh man, it's a tough loss for my Sixers, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
There's no way you do not call a foul at all in the last 4 possessions of the game for the 76ers. I just don't understand how you hack the shot at Embiid and you don't call it. I just don't understand. But you get busted every foul in the fucking world. But we're not talking about the Sixers anymore. We're talking wrestling now.
We're talking wrestling, and like I said before, I was coming back to do picks and predictions. It was supposed to be on Thursday, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. MalcGoolie has had a hellacious day. Yesterday.
It's been a hellacious week for us.
It's been a hellacious week for the crew. It's been a hellacious week and a half for me. A hellacious week from work, and I just got back. Mm-hmm. One day back. And I'm the GM of a store, apparently. Cindy!
What's up, Cindy? What's going on?
Cindy, I'll talk to you later on so I can help you out with your channel here in a minute. So, we are live for picks and predictions because tomorrow is NXT TakeOver 30. Mm-hmm. And Sunday is SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Little geek, yes, crazy stuff. My birthday is this Sunday. I'll be 21. Hey, welcome to that grown club. Grown club. Hey, I'm good. How are y'all? I'm wonderful now that my mouth is 95%, but it feels like 100%.
Well, I can celebrate because the Flyers freaking won. The Flyers freaking won. We got something going on in Philly that's got to be winning. My Flyers freaking won. We have a god.
Congratulations to me, and you deserve it. Yes, we deserve it. We deserve it. We deserve it. Shoot, the only two Chicago teams that's worth celebrating right now is the Bulls not getting the 7th pick and the freaking the Cubs kicking ass. So that's the only thing. Congrats, Jackson. Maddie Jackson said I uploaded my picks and predictions for NXT TakeOver already, and I'm waiting to upload my SummerSlam one. The real loser of this weekend is Jim Cornette, as he is forced to watch it. How do you think about the Thunderdome? I think it looks badass. D, you saw SmackDown before I did. What was your thoughts on the Thunderdome?
I actually watched the beginning of SmackDown because I was back and forth. So I only watched the beginning of it, but I did like how the beginning started. After that, I did not see none of SmackDown. I see Vince McMahon came out. It did
The Fiend came out.
The Fiend came out, and then Braun, and then the Retention came out.
Retribution.
Retention. Listen, my mind is fried right now because I'm talking to Jake and I'm talking to you, making sure that he interacts with everybody in the chat. I'm sorry. As Retribution, Retribution came out, and then before you know it, the lights went out.
Whoa. Hold on. Prince Sean. Jeff won? Wait. Jeff is the new Intercontinental Champion?
What?
He beat AJ Styles?
Oh, hell no.
Wait, whoa. Wait, are y'all pulling my leg? Is Jeff Hardy the new Intercontinental Champion? Are y'all pulling my leg? I love Jeff Hardy. I love AJ Styles. I did not expect Jeff to win the title tonight. Jeff did win the IC title!
Wow.
Oh my god! Yes, Jeff is the new Intercontinental Champion, and he had a knee injury. Oh, wow. Burying of AJ Styles. Oh, here we go. I'm already back, and you guys are already starting that buried crap. Yes, Abyss is also in WWE. Yes.
Abyss is in WWE now?
Yes, he's in his lawyer gimmick. He's not Abyss. He's Joseph Parks right now. Which is fine with me. Kayfabe knee injury. I haven't been watching WWE. I haven't been watching Raw and SmackDown lately, but I have been keeping up with it on Bleacher Report and everything else like that. But I saw a little bit of SmackDown tonight. So without any further ado, I'm happy that I'm back. You all are happy that I'm back. We got picks and predictions to go off of. And we're going to start off with NXT.
Talking Smack is back, Darian. Yeah,
they're bringing back Talking Smack? No. Remember when SmackDown had their own, after SmackDown, they had like a panel of the wrestlers talk. They brought Talking Smack back.
Oh, wow.
I'm happy. They should have never canceled it to begin with.
The Flyers are moving on, and we play Tampa Bay.
Darian, that Keith Lee versus Cross match is going to be good. Hell yeah, it's going to be good. All right, guys.
Let's get into these picks and predictions, man.
For NXT TakeOver 30, which is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I have a total of 6 matches. Only 1 match is on the pre-show. So let's get the pre-show match out the way first. Breezango versus Oni Larkin and Danny Burch versus Legado del Fantasma. Basically, Joaquin Wilde and Rua Mendoza. It's a triple threat tag team match to determine the number 1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team Championships. To be honest with you, Imperial are the tag team champions. if you guys don't know who Imperial is, that's Walter's little group. And I believe Walter is coming back to the States if they can somehow, some way get him there so he won't, have Corona. But that's just me. But anyway, since this is a pre-show match.
Hold up, you said Breezango, right?
Yeah, Breezango, Fandango, and Tyler Breeze.
They're back?
Yeah, they're back. They're back on NXT. And to be honest, they're better than NXT than what they are in the main roster.
Because the main roster is a piece of shit. That's why. It's a fact.
But to be honest with you guys, I'm not still huge on Breezango, but if I was to pick, I would have to go with the hard hitters, Oni Larkin and Danny Burch, because those guys are hard hitters. Those are wrestlers, and I think they're more believable to beat Imperial. I mean, Breezango would be maybe a safe choice because it would be like their redemption tour, but also there's also Phantasma. I mean, they're still new, and NXT is really pushing them hard. But I'm gonna have to go with Oni Larkin and Danny Burch to win because they're gonna be the new number one contenders. Imperial's not in the match; it's the number one contenders match. Damian Estrada. What is up, Renzo?
Renzo, what's going on?
Yep, we're always talking about wrestling here on this channel.
Absolutely,
always. So, D, who do you got? I know you don't watch NXT that much. I know you're not going for Breezango.
I am.
You are.
I'm going.
You're going for their redemption tour.
I'm going.
Are you saying it because of redemption tour? Or are you saying it because that's the only two people in this match?
That's the only two people I know in this match, and it's a redemption tour.
Okay, so I got Danny Burch and Larkham. I'm sorry if I butcher the name wrong, like Imperial or Imperium. I'm sorry. I'm not the most illiterate person when it comes to names. But, Jamar Games said Breezango. Okay. Now the next match. Now let's get into the main card. The first match that probably might start us off, we got Finn Balor versus Timothy Thatcher. Timothy Thatcher and Finn Balor. Personally, for me, Finn Balor would be the safest choice to win, but at the same time, the way how they've been doing Timothy Thatcher as of late, him being like this teacher, him learning, teaching his students about these holes that they can't get out of. He got that softball type of wrestling style. It's damn near reminding me of William Regal. So with that being said, it would be nice if he wins. And you know what? I would go for Finn. Normally, I would go for Finn because he's my favorite, but I'm going to have to go with Timothy Thatcher in the upset. WWE likes this guy. They want to do something with this guy. Why not let him beat Finn Balor?
I like Timothy Thatcher. I think Timothy Thatcher, I think he's okay. But me personally, I just feel like Finn needs some type of momentum here. He needs some type of momentum here, and I think the veteran beats the rookie. I'm going with Finn Balor.
So Finn Balor, Timothy Thatcher. Bro, can I ask permission as I want to promote my channel as known as Custom Titantron on my content? I mean, I have to see your content first before I do shout outs and stuff like that. Thatcher is great. Wait, what about... We'll talk about the dream here in a minute. So the next match on this card, the NXT Women's Championship match, as Io Shirai defends the title against Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai has been impressive as of late. I love that she turned heel. I'm happy that she got Raquel. Let me hold on. I can't get the girl's name right. Raquel Gonzalez on her side, but I'm gonna say this: as much as Dakota Kai, I would love for her to have a title reign. Io Shirai is too hot right now. So I'm going to have to get the champ retains. Io Shirai retains.
I have to 100% agree with you there. I think Dakota Kai has been getting a lot of momentum and a push that WWE's been looking for. But Io Shirai is just hard to beat at this moment. It's hard to beat at this moment. Even though Dakota Kai is a heel, which I like the fact that she is a heel, but Io Shirai is just great in the ring. She's good in the ring. She's agile. She's physical. I got Io Shirai in this match as well.
So, hey, we're finally agreeing. Io Shirai. Dakota Kai has gotten a level than she used to be. And to be honest, when I first saw Dakota Kai, I always thought of this Bayley, like a Bayley 2.0, like so nice, like agile in the ring, could kick the shit out of you. But she had like that smile, like that Bayley-esque smile. But when they turned her heel on Tegan Nox, that is when the ball just rolled with Dakota Kai. I'm not saying that Dakota Kai won't make a I'm not saying that Dakota Kai will beat Io Shirai, but I'm saying that Dakota Kai is kind of a believable to beat Io. But personally, to me, I think Candice LeRae is probably going to take the belt off of Io Shirai. That's the only thing I can think of. But that's just me. Or Mercedes Martinez.
I think Dakota Kai will come a NXT Women's Champion. I will think she will NXT before she moves up to the main roster. Honestly, I feel like her turn heel is better than Bayley's heel, in my personal opinion. Bayley heel sucked badly. It sucked badly. I thought it was going to be decent, but I think Dakota Kai's heel is going to be better than Bayley's. Just my opinion, but I think Dakota Kai in the future will be a NXT Women's Champion.
But at the end of the day, we have Io Shirai retaining the title. Next is, oh man, I wish we had EJ on the stream with us because his boy, Pat McAfee, found himself in a match with Adam Cole. This is a special attraction match, but I'm not going to lie. This has been an entertaining attraction match. I don't know. We don't know what Pat McAfee can do in the ring. And that's why I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared for Pat McAfee. But let's be real and give credit where credit is due. Pat McAfee pump kicked the shit out of Adam Cole. That pump kick was so deadly, it would make Randy Orton blush. Did you guys see the clip of Vince showing Gronk how to jump off a balcony? Oh my God, no.
But
a lot of people say Adam Cole, and to be honest, here's where I think, I'm not saying that the writers put themselves into a hole, but if you have Pat McAfee win, then you have an outsider beating one of the guys. And it's kind of unbelievable a little bit because Adam Cole, after his historic reign as NXT champion, and him losing to an outsider. Now the question is, would it hurt Adam Cole? Yeah. It all depends on if there's like some type of outside interference or if somebody like interferes on Pat McAfee's behalf. That's the only way if that won't hurt Adam Cole. But if Adam Cole loses cleanly and Pat McAfee literally throws a match of his life, then hey, I'm not going to say it hurts Adam Cole. Hell no. I'm just saying, damn, Pat McAfee did a good job. Normally, I go for the outsiders to win, but no, I'm going to have to go pure wrestling here. I'm going to have to go with Adam Cole. And I'm going to have to go with Adam Cole, unless the only way Pat McAfee wins is two things. Number one, somebody's returning. Or two, like it's going to be like that type of bullcrap finish. But at the same time, outsiders who have wrestled for the WWE have not been bad. Not all of them have been great, but they all have not been bad. Remember Stephen Amell? Stephen Amell did a wonderful job.
Yeah,
at first at first I was scared for Stephen Amell. I'm like, oh my God, we have an actor playing wrestling. But no. Look at Stephen Amell. What's that one guy from WCW that won the WCW? David Arquetta. David Arquetta is training, and he's gotten better in the ring. I mean, I would say probably the worst celebrity that ever did anything when it came to wrestling. There's a few. I would have to say, like when it comes to physical, Donald Trump is one of them. Yeah, Donald Trump was terrible at WrestleMania 23. You can at me all you want.
Horrible.
I mean, those fake punches.
I don't know who he was.
He was not. He was not into. He was not interested in the whole thing at all. He only did it just to help Vince McMahon. Who else was worse? Seth Green was bad, but at the same time, it was for comedy. Yeah, so I can pass Seth Green because it was for comedy.
That was pure entertainment.
Yeah, there's a few that just.
But
I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was okay.
But for
Lawrence Taylor.
Okay, so
Lawrence Taylor didn't have a bad match.
I actually like Karl Malone.
Dennis Rodman, Karl Malone.
They was pretty good.
Jay Leno. Well, Jay Leno was okay. I wouldn't say Jay Leno was good. Jay Leno was exceptional because he was fighting Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff can't wrestle. Now, if he was to fight somebody like Hogan or something, you'll be like. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Adam Cole. If Pat McAfee wins, it has to be by some bullshit. But
if it's not no bullshit though?
If it's not no bullshit, then we have to give credit to Pat McAfee. I mean, Pat McAfee wanted to get into WWE for a while now. We don't know what Pat McAfee's gonna do. We don't know.
And that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest question. We don't know what he's gonna get into. Number one. Number two, he's physically fit. You know what I'm saying? He's not like no slouch. Like he's not like no person that doesn't work out or don't know anything about wrestling, don't know anything about sports. The guy knows his stuff. And he's probably studying Adam Cole. But like I said before, I always go out on a limb. I think they're going to give this to Pat McAfee because they're going to have Adam Cole get moved up.
You know what? I'm going to change the pick because you know what? I'll go for the outsider. I'll go with Pat McAfee. I'll change it because we don't know. But if Adam Cole wins, goddamn, he wins.
Right. If he wins, he wins. But I'm going with Pat McAfee. I'm just not – listen, I'm thinking about it as far as the entertainment purposes of it. You got to think about it. WWE like to put these type of people in these situations. And Adam Cole is on his way out of NXT. And it gives them exposures.
Him and the whole entire Undisputed Era.
They're on their way out. So why not let Pat McAfee get his 15 minutes of fame?
Yeah, that's true. So you know what, Pat McAfee? How about in WCW, David Arquette became champion? That was a dumb decision.
It
wasn't even Bischoff's idea. It was Vince Russo's idea.
Which that has something to do with Eric Bischoff as well. Bischoff had to agree to that.
God.
That was terrible.
The following people you had to blame for David Arquette being champion. Brad Siegels, Eric Bischoff, and Vince Russo. But if you want to go in the order, number one, Vince Russo, he wrote the shit. Number two, Eric Bischoff had to go over the script. Number three, Brad Siegel had to agree with the shit. So all of them were terrible. But I'm not saying that Brad Siegel's a bad guy. It's just that horrible decisions. Guys, I'll read the comments here in a minute. Guys, Malk is still drugged from the hospital. No, I'm not drugged from the hospital. This fight is going to be like Mayweather versus Big Show. Oh, I forgot about that. I hated that fight. Floyd Mayweather versus the Big Show pissed me off at WrestleMania 24. Why would you have this match? I don't know which is worse. Big Show fighting a boxer or Big Show fighting a sumo wrestler?
No, Big Show getting knocked out by a smaller person, that was embarrassing.
To be honest, though, I thought those were, according to Big Show, he said those were legit punches. Floyd Mayweather literally broke Big Show's nose. And I'm like,
I am not surprised.
I was like, wait a minute, Big Show, this big 7-foot, 500-pound giant. Look, this is why you guys got to read the Bible. David versus Goliath. I got nothing to say. But Pat McAfee, for me, let me read some of these before we move on. Mal, did you see what Randy Orton said about Ric Flair? Son that died is messed up. Oh my God, they look. Say what you will about Randy Orton, but Randy Orton, I love what they have done to Randy. They made him cold, vicious. It's like going back memory lane. Not the Legend Killer, mind you, but when he formed Legacy and started pump kicking people in the head. But I will agree with this. I did not like how the way Shawn Michaels didn't. Oh well, I wouldn't say Shawn Michaels, but Shawn Michaels really not doing a good job of putting over the pump kick or the RKO on Raw. But oh yeah, guys, you watched SmackDown Thunderdome? The Thunderdome looks cool.
What is Thunderdome? What the hell is that?
It's like the fans. You know how like the NBA is, and they also got a new stage too. The stage looks like a pay-per-view stage. It doesn't look like something you see every Monday, every Friday. It looks like a different pay-per-view set.
Okay. That's not bad then.
All right, let me read this one because John L. Jackson probably... I think Killer Cross becomes NXT champion. Keith Lee asks for a rematch. Keith Lee loses. Vince McMahon being high on Keith Lee ever since Survivor Series last year. Malk, I think my hangout shed is on fire. It is. Dude, put it out. If your stuff is on fire, put it out. All right. Everybody knows this. If you guys are new to my channel or actually been around since the very beginning, I am a sucker. I am a big mark for ladder matches. Okay. I love ladder matches. And what's better than a ladder match? A multi-man ladder match. A ladder match. A 5-man ladder match for the vacated NXT North American Champion. The competitors are Bryson Reed, Damian Priest, Cameron Grimes, Johnny Gargano, and the returning Velveteen Dream. Oh God, where to start?
Hold on. Wait a minute. What? Say those names again.
Bryson Reed.
Okay.
Damian Priest, the one that took on Finn Balor. Cameron Grimes, Johnny Gargano, and Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream came back Wednesday night.
Okay. So...
But here's the thing. Velveteen Dream got into this... No, him and Gargano got into this match because Dexter Lumis was supposed to be in this match, but he got hurt. So they kicked him out of the match. I will say this. I really... a lot. Okay, first off, chat. I want to know what you guys are going. Mine is Johnny freaking Wrestling. Personally, I think it's going to be Johnny because I think they're going to do something very big between him and his wife, Candice LeRae. I can actually see them doing that. I would love if Velveteen Dream got back the North American Championship, but at the same time, it's just so sad that he's not world champion, which is, I still don't understand why they didn't let him be world champion. I understand like the whole child and all that other stuff, but apparently he was cleared. Damian Priest, Bryson Reed, like everybody has the only person Cameron Grimes is okay, but I don't want him to be champion just yet. Damian Priest has been impressive. This is really hard because all these men deserve this push. But also, if you want to go WWE, I'm gonna have to go with the big fella. I'm gonna have to go with Bryson Reed.
Explain why.
Number one, the kid's been on fire. Number two, he's been. It's just I love his story. I love how big guys are doing shit that the cruiserweights normally do, which is a game changer. Here's how I feel. whoever wins this match, damn, I'm not picking this match. Whoever wins this match, I'm happy with.
No.
It's my show.
No, it doesn't
my
matter.
Show.
Picks
my
and,
show.
No.
My show.
How you gonna call this picks and predictions and you don't pick?
All right, fine. I mean, but it's hard to pick when all 5 of them are talented as hell and they all got momentum.
Now think about it. We seen this before with Money in the Bank matches from back in the day. We seen this. We had to pick somebody then. It's just the same thing. It's just a regular ladder match. You might be shocked. Hold on, let me fix my headphones real quick because you might be shocked at this pick.
If you're picking Velveteen Dream,
I am picking Velveteen Dream. I think it's Velveteen Dream's time to get the North American Championship back. I love Bryson Reed, but we all know how WWE works. Even though somebody's on fire, they still don't give them that chance right then and there. That first try, they don't give them the shot right then and there. Why you think they brought back Velveteen Dream? To make this match even better than what it is. Mind you, you already have Gargano. Gargano's been a North American champion, but they tired of him being champion. Velveteen Dream, they're not going to give him NXT champion. So why put a veteran face in NXT to have Velveteen Dream go up against a Bryson Reed in a one-on-one match or a Damian Priest in a one-on-one match? You can set up so many matches with Velveteen Dream if he wins the title. It's so many matches that you can have with Velveteen Dream as the North American champion. So yes, I'm calling it like it is. I'm starting to like the gimmick. It's starting to grow on me a little bit.
Oh no, really? Wait, now you're starting to like it? I've been trying to tell you to like it for years. Oh, and here's another thing, guys. Velveteen Dream is not a babyface anymore. He went back to being a heel. Which is also entertaining. You know what?
Matty Jackson, you can say that all you want because he's a little bit too controversial. If he was a little bit too controversial, Matty Jackson, think about this. If he was too controversial, why would they put him in the match?
You know what?
Put him in a match. I'm going with Velveteen Dream. He came back Wednesday. He came back as a heel, and he's coming back with a vengeance to prove to everybody that he can still be the best guy in NXT for the North American Championship. Velveteen Dream wins. Facts.
You know what? Bryson, you're right. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to have to go with Velveteen Dream. I mean, if he wins it, like I said, whoever wins this, I'm going to be happy regardless of, because they all deserve it.
Right, I agree. I'm the same way.
But also, here's how I feel. This is how I feel. My stomach is saying Bryson Reed. My heart is saying Johnny Gargano, no pun intended. And my brain is saying Velveteen Dream. You know what? Fuck. You know what? I'll go with Dream. If I'll go with Dream. If Dream wins, Dream's not going to win, especially now he has a new rape allegation. Apparently, according to what I heard, WWE has found nothing when it comes to Velveteen Dream. He's clean. So
he's clean. He has an allegation, but that allegation came back to be invalid. That's why he was able to come back Wednesday night. If he had that allegation, do you think he would be in this match? Absolutely not. What's the point of putting him in a minute match? He has an allegation. That's stupid.
Prince Sean, it's between Bryson and Dream. I'm going to have to go with Dream. If Dream wins, I'm cool. Gargano, cool. Crimson Grimes, he's going to have to literally work. I mean, the kid is talented, but I don't like the freaking the cowboy thing he got going on. I'm not a big fan of cowboys.
And then you got to think about it too, MalcGoolie, with the WWE, when it comes to allegations and it comes to stories like that, if they don't find nothing, they're going to keep you on the roster. But if you do some bullshit like that, they're going to kick you out of WWE. WWE is very strict on shit like that. They don't play with that. So at the end of the day, Dream is in this match. They didn't find anything, and at the end of the day, y'all just have to deal with it. I don't care what y'all say in the chat. Y'all gonna have to deal with it. Velveteen Dream is gonna be North American champion, and that's it.
He got another allegation the day after I didn't hear about that. I didn't hear about that.
I don't believe Damian Estrada at all. I don't believe it until I see some proof of that, which me and MalcGoolie do look at WWE rumors and stuff like that, wrestling rumors and stuff. We have not heard nothing of another allegation. So
I probably never heard it because I've been working. But if anybody can tag it to me on Twitter, let me know. If you guys got any news, just tag me on Twitter. Like
right,
I
and you
will
know,
9 times out of 10 I'll find out via Twitter.
And you know, if I found out something, I'll usually screenshot it and put it in our group chat. Like, come on.
I'm cool with Velveteen Dream winning. I don't remember hearing anything about another allegation either. Yeah, Maddie Jackson didn't even hear it. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not calling Damian Estrada a liar. No, hell no. But if it's not from the file, this is how I feel. And this is me. If it's not from PWI Insider, if it's not from TMZ, if it's not from, my God, Wrestle Talk or something. No, well, wait, Wrestle Talk. It was on Wrestle Talk's YouTube channel. But I haven't heard it from Bleacher Report or ESPN. I'm one of those.
Yeah,
like I have to see it from multiple sources before it's like from one little thing.
Wrestle Talk. One thing you have to learn about a lot of YouTubers, they put out that certain content just to get viewers and have people believe. If like with me, about good, we get our sources from reliable sources. If you don't have a reliable source stating that, then I don't believe it.
Would TMZ care? Yeah, TMZ would care. Trust me, TMZ. Remember their slogan? We like Hollywood. We just have a funny way of showing it. God, TMZ. But anyway, Velveteen Dream, or in my case, anybody, whoever wins, MalcGoolie's fine with, because he loves ladder matches. So that leaves us with our main event for NXT TakeOver 30. Keith Lee defends the NXT World Heavyweight title against Karrion Kross with that sexy Michelle Pfeiffer Scarlett. Oh, this feud, this match probably will be match of the night.
Hold up, Ghoulie. False news. Checked up his name. Nothing shows up. Cleared that up for Velveteen Dream.
Oh, okay. Okay, Danny. Diego, because you're on your brother's account. Okay. I'm going to say this. This feud, I love it. The promos, I love it. I love everything about this title match. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had Maddie Jackson. You missed Thatcher and Balor. D picked Balor. I picked Thatcher. You know what? I have Lee retaining this title for two reasons. Number one, Karrion Kross, to me, I think it's early, but this is a test. But if WWE really wants to get the belt to him, by all means, I'm not going to complain. But Keith Lee is too hot right now. He's golden right now. Like, he is the guy right now. But the only way I can see Keith Lee, I can't see Keith Lee beating him clean without a shady finish. Now, hear me out. We get a return in this match.
Who?
Tommaso Ciampa screws over Karrion Kross. We haven't seen Tommaso Ciampa since his fight with Karrion, with Kross. How long has that been?
That's been a while.
This would be the perfect time. The perfect time. Especially if this is an anniversary show. This is the perfect time to have Tommaso Ciampa come back and screw over Kross.
Wow.
Now I don't know if Ciampa doesn't. Okay, if Keith Lee does win, and like we see Karrion Kross with Scarlett like in the middle of the ring, and we hear that "No One Will Survive" theme song, I bet you 1,000 here where I will jump out my seat if I see Ciampa, because I love Tommaso Ciampa. And I'm sorry, I love Tommaso Ciampa when he held the NXT title, when he called it Goldie. He called the belt Goldie. He's the puppet master. He's a psycho killer. And apparently they gave Tommaso Ciampa time off because apparently a lot of people said injuries, but at the same time, they also said management said they had nothing for him. He doesn't want to go to the main roster. So all that did, come on.
Keep him on NXT. What the fuck?
No sound? What do you mean no sound? Can you guys hear me fine?
If y'all can hear us, please let us know in the chat, because it's probably SMIG's volume, but I'll definitely let us know in the chat that you can hear us.
Hear the hospital beeps. Oh my god. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Danny said yeah. Prince John said yeah. Okay. I wouldn't say Ciampa returns there, but Cross shouldn't be taking any losses. That's true too. But for Cross, I think it's just too early a little bit. I mean, but WWE really, really is investing their time with this, with him. Him and Scarlett are fucking amazing. And I mean, why not have Tommaso Ciampa screw over the man who's more crazier than him? I go with Keith Lee. If Cross wins, it's another situation, just like the ladder match. If Cross wins, I'm cool with it. It's just going to be, damn. So you're giving Cross the Kurt Angle treatment.
I mean, I would like to go with Cross, but I know Keith Lee's been the NXT champion for a little bit, not too long.
He just won the belt a month ago.
Yeah, he just won the belt. That's what I said, not too long. What's going on, SMIG? Okay, what's going on? But I'm not giving it to Killer Cross right now. I don't think he still has a feud with Ciampa. But if Cross does win it, Ciampa's going to get a title shot.
Or hell, we see Ciampa right after Cross's celebration.
Exactly. It has to. Ciampa's going to have to come in some type of way
with a new look,
like a new look, or come in and screw Killer Cross for the title. It got to be something happening there, because we haven't seen Killer Cross since what, WrestleMania?
No, not Killer Cross. Tommaso Ciampa.
No, Ciampa. We haven't seen Ciampa since like around WrestleMania ish, if I'm not mistaken.
I think right after Mania he left.
It was right after Mania he left, because he got his ass kicked by Killer Cross, and I was not expecting that dominance from Killer Cross on Ciampa. I was not expecting it, so I would not put it past Killer Cross winning, but I'm still going with Keith Lee.
All right, Keith Lee across the board for this one. Matty Jackson is saying, my bad, I thought that was changing. You're good, Damien. Oh, wait a minute. Elijah Washington said, Malk, we get Brody Lee versus Cody for the belt tomorrow. Oh, yeah, AEW's tomorrow, too.
Oh, that's AEW smart. They are fucking smart. Ooh, listen.
The reason why AEW is coming on tomorrow because of the NBA playoffs. Right. So that was smart. But it is smart on them, but at the same time, I can't fault them for coming on Saturday. But over NXT's anniversary show, I don't know. But
we don't know what AEW have in store, though.
But I will say this. Let's recap on my picks. I picked Timothy Thatcher. I picked Oni Larkin and Danny Burch. I picked Pat. Did I pick Pat McAfee, right? Pat McAfee. I picked Io Shirai. I picked Velveteen Dream, and I picked Keith Lee. So the way how I'm seeing it, the only title, well, obviously that's going to change hands is the North American Championship.
Yeah, that's how I think that's how I have it too. I have Velveteen Dream winning. I have Keith Lee winning. I got Io Shirai winning. I have Finn Balor. That's my different one. I have Finn Balor winning. And I have Breezango. And I missed it. And I got that's 5, right?
It's supposed to be 6 matches, but I can check.
So what's the 6th match?
Did you do okay, Adam Cole and Pat McAfee. Oh, did you pick that?
I picked Pat McAfee.
Okay. All right. Well, that's our picks for NXT TakeOver 30. Now, the main event for Sunday. And personally, I don't care what anybody says. SummerSlam is, in my opinion, the second best obviously the second best, WWE's second biggest pay-per-view of the calendar year. And it still amazes me that WrestleMania gets a 2-nighter, but not SummerSlam. I find that very interesting.
WrestleMania is the baby.
Yeah, WrestleMania is the baby, but also correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Um, correct me if I'm wrong. What if I'm just saying? Isn't the Big Four WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and the Royal Rumble, right? And you know what they gave us for WrestleMania, due to everything that's happened. Why not do it for SummerSlam? Hell, SummerSlam was supposed to be on a freaking cruise ship, which I absolutely was falling in love with that idea because it's SummerSlam. It's the biggest party of the summer. What better way to throw a biggest party of the summer by being on a freaking yacht? Come on. If AEW can do it, I know WWE can do it. WCW even did it. So why not?
I think it's not too nice because you got to think about it. Did they have an NXT takeover for WrestleMania?
No, they didn't.
That's why it was a 2-night. That's why SummerSlam is not a 2-night because we have an NXT takeover.
Well, SummerSlam definitely should have 2 nights and more matches, including NXT. You know what?
But the only thing about it is, how is that going to work when you have an NXT takeover and you have a SummerSlam for 2 nights? What would be the second night for SummerSlam?
Sunday night. NXT takeover SummerSlam, and then WWE SummerSlam.
That's too much for Saturday.
No.
That's not going to work.
I don't know. What's up, Key in the building?
What's up, Key? What's up with you?
Guys, please remember to hit that like button, y'all. I'm back and better than ever. Well, damn near.
That's what I'm saying. It won't make sense to have an NXT and SummerSlam in one night. That means you're going to have like 2 events in one night. That's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Well, with that being said, personally, I think it should have been a 2-nighter. I think it also should have been at least on a yacht or on a boat or hell at a beach. But I will give them this. After everything that's happened, I'm kind of happy they didn't go with that idea. But for SummerSlam, get this, guys. We got 8 matches. Yes, your ears did not deceive you. An 8-match card for SummerSlam. SummerSlam's going to be 3 hours long. And SummerSlam's always been 3 to 4 hours long. And I'm actually happy with that. Keep SummerSlam short and sweet. And the way how I did this, I don't know, D knows my formula when I do picks and predictions. I normally go by the matches I don't care about to the matches I do care about. But what I'm going to do here is totally different. Instead of doing that format, I'm going to go what the first match should be, and then go from how the card should be stacked. So with that being said, the first match on this card, which I believe they should get it out their systems, Sasha Banks defending the Raw Women's Championship against Asuka. That should be the first match of this card. Or Bayley versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title. Either women's title match should start off the card first. I say the SmackDown Women's title. Now, hold on. Before, I know D is going to have, he loves Asuka. He despises Bayley and Sasha. I can't low-key fault him for that. He's human. He has his opinion. Just like with Maddie Jackson, he has his opinion. But this is how I feel how this should go. I do not see Asuka taking both belts. But I can say, I would say probably Bayley gets herself disqualified. So Bayley keeps the SmackDown Women's title. Sasha is losing that Raw Women's title.
Absolutely.
She's losing the Raw Women's title.
I'd rather have Asuka beat Bayley than Asuka beat Sasha Banks, because Bayley is not a good SmackDown Women's Champion, in my opinion. Only reason why she's keeping that title is because she has Sasha Banks by her side. Let's just keep it a buck there. If she was doing this individually, she would have been lost that title. So I see Asuka beating Bayley instead of Asuka beating Sasha Banks. But I can see what you're saying with the disqualification, because Bayley is just a punk and she just can't win the title on her own. She just can't.
The reason, like I said in so many streams, and D knows this, wrestling is a soap opera. It's a soap opera, and it's a storyline. And I have to give it to Bayley and Sasha because they've been entertaining since this whole thing has happened. Asuka has been entertaining. And you know what? Because the reason why I say Asuka takes the belt off of Sasha, because Maddie Jackson, get your lotion ready for this one. Um, Asuka is a Raw superstar. A Raw superstar should hold the Raw belt. And no, I'm not going to be like Tyler or anybody saying, oh, this killed the brand split. How? Because if that had been the case, then why the hell is Randy Orton, well, let's say this. Dolph Ziggler got traded to Raw. So how did that kill the brand split? Like, fans are so fickle, but I'm not here to talk about fans.
I hate the brand split, honestly.
The brand split, I love the brand split. I'd rather keep it a buck, but I'd rather have a Raw Women's Champion be defended by a Raw superstar. Because here's the thing. The reason why I say Asuka takes the belt off of Sasha, because Bill McMahon said it right here. And I think someone else said it right here too. There's a draft coming up in September or October. And WWE has literally, to be honest, a lot of people are going to say, oh, this draft is going to feed Raw like it normally does, which it has the past couple of drafts. But the way how SmackDown's kind of in trouble for two reasons. Number one, SmackDown really doesn't have a real good women's division. They don't. And they damn sure don't have a good tag team division, which is so funny to me because SmackDown's always been known for great tag team matches. But here's the thing. It's not the writers or the talent's fault. When you have no New Day and no Usos, who's supposed to carry your tag team banner?
They've been carrying that tag team banner for years. This is the problem. This is the problem with the tag team division. They don't know how to grow other tag teams when they're gone. How long are we going to see the Usos and New Day at the top? If they're gone, you have to build other tag teams. That's the problem with the creators of the WWE. That's the problem with the writers of WWE. It's the problem.
Heavy Machinery is cool, but Heavy Machinery is not the number one. Well, you can call them the number one babyface. Think about it. Who is the number one babyface tag team right now on SmackDown? And don't you guys even dare say the Lucha House Party. Hell no.
I'll say Miz and Morrison.
The Miz and Morrison are heels. That's the problem. If you want to make Miz and Morrison go back to that old formula, you're gonna have to make them babyface. Because think about it. No New Day, no New Day, no Usos. And this is why I have a feeling that the following teams are going to be going to SmackDown. Ricochet and Cedric Alexander will definitely be going to SmackDown to help out that SmackDown division. But that's no other video for a different day. But I'm getting ahead of myself. This is supposed to be for about the women's, how the match should go. I have Bayley, Asuka beating Bayley by some type of DQ BS finish. And I have Asuka choking out with Bayley hitting Sasha Banks in the head with the Raw Women's title belt. Asuka chokes out Sasha Banks. 2-woman power trip over. The SMARKs can masturbate themselves to sleep. And everything is right with the world. The draft comes up in October. And also, here's another thing for all the haters out here. Bayley and Sasha will also lose the belts at Payback. To who? The reformed Riot Squad. At me if you think I'm wrong on that account. Because they're going to... This whole thing with Sasha and Bayley, and this is why I'm trying to get people to see the light, they're planting the seeds. This is our match at WrestleMania, whether people like it or not. Yes, I know people are saying it's too late for it, but this is how the WWE thinks. We just have to go along with it. Yeah, we're going to bitch and moan and cry like little babies and little bitches in our sleep and think about it with anger, but it is what it is. You cannot. Like I said.
Thank you, Damian Estrada. I was getting to that. I think for the women's division, the brand split is dumb for the women's division. I don't care about tag teams and all of that. For the women's division, the brand split is fucking dumb. I don't understand it because, like, if you could defend the tag team titles as far as for the women's on both brands, then why the fuck is it a brand split for the women's division? It doesn't make any sense. I think the women's division should have one women's championship and they should defend it on SmackDown and defend it on Raw. I think it shouldn't be a SmackDown women's champion. I don't think it should be a Raw women's champion. It should be a women's champion, WWE women's champion, or WWE women's universal, or women's undisputed, something of that nature. That's just how I see it. Now, Bayley, she's going to win by some bullshit ass disqualification, which I wish I'd rather have Asuka beat Bayley, because I feel like Asuka can boost up SmackDown's women's division, just in my opinion. But Sasha Banks is going to lose the title as usual. We all know this. Sasha only gets the title for a month. So Asuka's going to be Sasha and Bayley's going to win by some bullshit. At the end of the day, Triple H and everybody that's in the WWE, y'all need to listen to my take right now. It should be one women's champion in the WWE. It should not be two champions, because if you split the women's division, then you really don't have no level of competition. There's no level of competition like evenly. Sometimes
so basically, like they're fighting for a red belt and a red belt and a white belt, and then they're a white with red belt, and then they're fighting with a black with blue belt. Oh, well, a white with blue belt. But the reason why I say I love the brand split. I've always loved it when it first started back in 2002.
No.
But,
I'm just saying,
like you mean now?
I like the brand split for the men. I just don't like the brand split for the women because it's not enough women, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. But this is how I also feel it too. And like I said, I don't now. Maddie Jackson, to each his own. This is why I'm so glad Bleacher Report brought it up. Bleacher Report actually called out WWE fans, and probably not like a harsh way, but like a damn, like, god damn. Like, really? They basically told the fans to open their eyes. They told people, if you guys are mad that Bayley and Sasha are getting overbooked, they also said, why is Asuka fighting for 2 belts? And a lot of people, I kind of agreed on the SmackDown thing. I thought Rhea Ripley would be the one, but Rhea Ripley is trapped in a feud with Mercedes Martinez, and we can't help that. That's probably going to be her final feud before she goes into the main roster. And personally, now, like I said, if once my mouth is fully healed, my goal is to have the whole Spotlight Sports Network team. I would have Key and D fight for Monday Night Raw. They can do the picks for Raw. EJ and Jake can do NXT because they're kind of new. And me, just by myself, I rather do SmackDown because I can give, like, D pick some superstars that he wants to see on his show that he can elevate. And let's be real, there are some superstars that on the main roster that are probably going to go back to NXT. I'm looking at you, Dana Brooke. I love you though, but Dana, you need to go back to NXT. You are one of the. Dana Brooke's not ready. Dana Brooke is good.
How is Dana Brooke not ready when she don't get opportunities?
It's not even that. It's not even that. WWE just made her not bland and boring. They kind of made her into a Looney Tune. Remember Money in the Bank where she slipped and fell and she was out the whole rest of the match?
And this is why I said it should be one championship. A brand split does not work for the women's division. Dana Brooke does not get like all these girls is getting opportunities before Dana Brooke. And Dana Brooke been there for a while. When does she really get a women's championship title? When did she get a title shot?
Asuka needs to win the SmackDown championship. No, Damian. Asuka is a Grand Slam. She's the second ever Grand Slam champion in the company. Number 1 is Bayley. Number 2 is Asuka. And it's so funny to me. But like I said, that's the picks on there. I'm not here to have like a fight or just like going it. A lot of you are agreeing with D. A lot of you are agreeing with me. Like I said before, you guys know how I feel when it comes to fans. You guys know how I feel when it comes to smarks. But I'm not here. Well, we're not here to smark. We're here to pick and predict. We already got the women's out the way. Out the way. That's out the way. If you guys want to do, like, personally to me, the women's revolution is one of the things. What about Tamina? She's never had a women's championship match. Never. Well, I wouldn't say she never had a title shot. No, she's had a title shot, but she's never actually hold a title. I can give you that, which is so funny to me, and that's what Superfly's daughter. But like I said, keep that under a buck. We got picks and predictions. We got to move on. Let's move on. The next match on this card that should be next on the card: Apollo Crews versus MVP for the United States Championship. The stipulation here: Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley are both banned from ringside. I'm going to say this now. I actually have been enjoying MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and not Brock Lesnar, sorry, Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Business. I actually have enjoyed every minute of it. But Apollo Crews should hold that title for just a little bit longer. I'm saying he should lose it probably around either Payback or Hell in a Cell. So I'm gonna have to go with Apollo Crews. I think I love Apollo. I love Apollo. MVP has been literally the MVP after this whole thing. Like, he is low key, very, very entertaining. To be honest, I think Bobby Lashley should be the one to take the belt off of Apollo Crews. I thought that was going to be our match for SummerSlam. But MVP versus Apollo Crews is the same match that we had at Extreme Rules, as D is getting aggravated like he normally does. But Apollo Crews wins. Apollo Crews' next opponent either going to be Bobby Lashley or it's got to be somebody different. But Apollo Crews retains. That's how I feel about that.
I don't see why you said Bobby Lashley should take the belt off of Apollo Crews.
Why not? Why not?
Why does he need to be a United States champion where he needs to be in the championship title contention? I'm sorry.
Two things. Two things. Bruce Pritchard, Vince McMahon. Bruce Pritchard, Vince McMahon. You can't get mad at me. You got to get mad at the writing.
Yeah, but you can get mad at the writing. But for you to say that, I'm kind of disappointed, Ghoulie. I'm kind of disappointed for you to put him in the United States contention.
Because they're not going to put him in world title contention.
Why not, though?
Because it's WWE's way of thinking.
I'm sorry, but I feel as though that I know that Apollo Crews is going to win. Apollo Crews is going to win this match. We all know that. But if you get Bobby Lashley a United States championship match and he beats Apollo Crews, that belt is going to look like a Gucci belt around his fucking waist. He's too It just don't make sense for Bobby Lashley to be a United States champion. It's just so fucking dumb of the WWE to put the United States champion on Bobby Lashley. It's fucking dumb. It's retarded. So I'm going with Apollo Crews.
Yeah, Lashley's actually been undefeated since they actually put him into this group. So why not? But anyway, yes, we all got Apollo Crews. We all got Apollo Crews. Yeah, and yeah, there's also been rumors that Cedric Alexander could turn heel. Now, if that happens, I'll be surprised. I love Cedric Alexander, but I don't know about him being heel. But if it was to save his career, then I'm all for it.
Right.
But I personally love it better when he's tag teaming with Ricochet. But that's just me. The next match that should be up, it should be for the Raw Tag Team titles. Now, D, this should be up in your alley because haven't you always told me behind every strong black man, there's a what?
A strong black woman.
Because that's what's going to happen. You know what? I love Selena Vega, but baby, your witchy days are about to come ahead of you. Bianca Belair is going to take them earrings off. Hold on. Example. She's going to take them earrings off. She's going to get some Vaseline. She's going to wear them tennis shoes. You poisoned her husband. So it was Selena Vega, the one that poisoned Montez Ford's drink. Now, Matty Jackson, originally I was going for Garza and Andrade, but the way how they've been kind of putting Bianca Belair with the Street Profits, which I kind of figured that they would do because, you know, Montez Ford and Bianca Belair are married in real life. They are a beautiful couple, and to be honest, if you have not followed them on Twitter and Instagram, they are the most humblest people I think I've ever
Go to their YouTube.
Oh, their YouTube. And their Instagram pictures are amazing. I'm sorry, for all you single men and single women who are watching this, if you look at their everything that they do, they are a relationship goal. But At first, I thought having the Street Profits lose at SummerSlam would be good because they've had the belts for a while now. But I'm still not convinced that they're still going to do. I think somewhere down the road, Garza and Andrade are going to break up. I think Garza is going to be babyface soon because WWE really likes him. Personally, he's not. He does not remind me of Eddie Guerrero. So you guys need to stop. I don't see it. I wouldn't say it. Compare him to Eddie. He just reminds me of a Latino Val Venus. But if we're gonna keep it real, number one, we all know Selena Vega is gonna be sexy as hell on SummerSlam, and she's gonna probably interfere in the match. Bianca Belair comes out, the Street Profits wins the belts. But if Angel Garza and Andrade win, I'll be okay with it. That means, but that means the feud's going to extend longer. The only tag team that I can see taking the belt off the Street Profits, to be honest, if once this whole thing with Dominic is over with, I can see Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy again being tag team champions. Or maybe I don't want to see the Viking Raiders or the Street Profits feud no more. What is it called? The Viking Profits. Jesus Christ.
That was horrible.
And but I'm gonna have to go with the Street Profits, guys. I'm going for the Street Profits. They got the smoke. They are the smoke. We want the smoke. D, who you got?
I'm going with the Street Profits. Bianca Belair is going to be the main reason, going to be the main factor in this, and that's just what it is at the end of the day. I'm going with the Street Profits. I really don't have much to say about it. Street Profits win this clearly.
And all you guys need to listen to, what's that one song by Jill Scott? You're getting in the way of how I'm feeling.
Can't get in the way of what I'm feeling.
Every time I see Bianca Belair and Montez Ford and Selena Vega all in the same ring, I always got that Jill Scott song in my head. It's like Bianca Belair is warning Selena Vega. Hell, she broke into Selena Vega's house and beat the shit out of her. Tell me that's not a crazy woman. Oh, that's a woman.
That's a mad black woman.
Shoot. But anyway, next. You know what this match should be next? Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville. Now, I'm going to keep this one under a buck. This was supposed to have been a hair versus hair match, but I don't know if D has heard, and I know all of you guys have heard. I feel so bad. Sonya Deville has probably had like the most dramatic week ever in her life, and I feel so bad for her. Think about it. Number one, a goddamn creepy stalker fan broke into her house. He was plotting and waiting at her at her doorstep, so he was gonna kidnap Sonya Deville. He found out where Sonya Deville lived. He was giving her text messages. He was raiding through her clothes, her house. Like, oh my God. And also, I also feel bad for Mandy Rose as well, because Mandy Rose was caught into the middle of this. She was with Sonya Deville they were on the way to the house, and also I think, yeah, dude, D, did you hear it?
I thought Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville was already beefing because of the whole
storyline. That's a storyline, but we're talking real life. This happened in real life.
Okay.
We're not going to bring wrestling now. This is real life. Mandy Rose and Sonya were, getting some coffee or, hanging out, probably talking about their upcoming match at SummerSlam, how they want to do, do all this. But a creepy fan decides to take it upon himself. He has been stalking Sonya Deville. Like, dude, he freaking was about to have his way with the girl. But that alarm saved both women. And yes, Curvin, thank God, because that alarm saved both Mandy and Sonya. And if you guys have not seen Sonya Deville, Sonya Deville was also in court today. And she had to testify on everything that happened. Like, D, I don't know, you're on your phone, right? Look it up, dude. It's so scary. It is so scary. I felt so bad for Sonya. I really do. I felt bad for her. So WWE, they feel bad for her. They're probably gonna, give her space to calm down, let her, mind be at ease.
Well, why the hell she has a match? You know all of this is going on.
Hold on. First, it was supposed to be a hair versus hair. But this was the way to, give Sonya Deville a new character. But since all this has happened, now the match is now a no disqualification, the loser leaves match. So there's what's going to happen. Mandy Rose is winning, obviously.
Right.
Mandy Rose is winning. Sonya Deville is taking much needed time off because, oh my God, I can't even imagine what that woman is going through right now. I can't. I feel bad for her.
I'm sorry that I gotta lighten up the mood a little bit. But living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like I'm changing my freedom. Saying I don't even know the song. That was my graduation song in high school. But living my life like it's golden.
Living my life like it's golden. 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 Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. For all y'all, that's black. I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but that's like that song is basically our. That song is basically ours.
And I miss you.
Okay, I didn't know that he would sing the song.
Wonder.
God, I hated that song, and I'm so mad that freaking white chicks made it a thing. Damn the Wayans brothers for doing that. I love the Wayans brothers though, but Jesus Christ, you guys had to put that song to relevance. Anyway, yes, people are crazy in this world, and I am proud of Sonya and Mandy, but my heart really goes out to both of them, especially Sonya. Sonya Deville, I know you probably will never watch this or never see this, but the Spotlight Sports Network and the Ghoulie Nation are praying for you. We wish you all the recovery, all the guidance in the world, because, oh my God, that is so unbelievable on what happened. What is up, Chicago Plays? What is up? Everyone, please hit that like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. But yeah, D doesn't even have to describe this match. Mandy Rose is winning. Mandy is winning.
Yeah, Mandy Rose is winning. There's nothing to explain here. Mandy Rose is winning.
Now next. The next match I can see coming next. I'm going to have to go with Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. This is one of the 3 matches on this show which has my expectations through the roof. The roof. Dominic. Oh my God. D, did you see the lashing and the beatings that man, that boy took?
No.
Oh my God. Get your phone ready, sir. Look what Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy did to this young man. And for all of you people that still say wrestling is fake, that's how I feel. D, look at it. For anybody who says wrestling is fake. Oh my God.
Well, you might as well just put that middle finger at me because, we all know this shit is scripted.
It's scripted, but what they do in that ring is legit. Check your inbox.
Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
Dominic got murdered by those kendo sticks. Oh my God! Oh.
He it looked like he went through slavery.
God, I should not laugh at that, but my God, it's true. And look, Seth Rollins got the win at Extreme Rules. Come on, WWE. I'm pretty sure WWE is gonna let Dominic win this match with the help of his father. And this should be the end of this feud. And personally, let Dominic win. If Rollins wins, I will be so surprised.
So is Rey Mysterio under a new contract?
Yes, Rey is under a new contract. Actually, get this. Rey turned down a contract from AEW. He turned the AEW contract down. And that was so surprising because, of all the luchadors and whatnot, to be honest, I really wanted to see a Rey Mysterio versus Kenny Omega match.
I would love to see that.
Come on. Rollins is going to lose to Murphy. No, Rollins is going to face Murphy probably around like the Royal Rumble or Survivor Series because I can't say when Becky is at the 6th month or like the 6th month into her pregnancy, that's when Seth Rollins will leave. So yeah, I have Dominic winning this match.
I agree. I have Dominic winning this match as well.
But let's be real. Has this storyline been freaking entertaining? It's been
a good storyline. I can't lie.
God, that eye versus eye match was crazy.
Yeah, with that fake ass eye, they couldn't make it. It wasn't real at all. But okay.
But Seth Rollins throwing up was real, and that shit was hilarious.
Oh yeah, him throwing up was real.
Oh, guys in the chat, I think everybody is picking Dominic. Dominic's winning. I can Curvin. If Dominic wins, the story should end. But knowing WWE, they'll probably do one more match.
If they do one more match, I'm gonna be sick.
I'm not gonna be sick. Here's the thing: if they do one more match and it's a tag team match between father and son versus Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins, I am sorry. This match has to be like a Hell in a Cell. That's the only way to end it. That's the only way to end it.
Or make it some type of
a cage match, or a cage match,
or some type of cinematography type of match.
Yes, because what? How more can you milk from this feud? Because after SummerSlam, whoever wins, and yeah, Dominic is now an official WWE superstar too.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I can see a lot of people interfering in this match. I'm not saying Dominic is going to be horrible in the ring. I'm not saying that because thank God the match is a street fight.
Right.
The match is a street fight. So thank God. I can see the following people interfering in his behalf. Obviously Rey Mysterio because that's his dad. Obviously Humberto Carrillo. Obviously, I actually think Samoa Joe might interfere in this match. Because Joe has been literally getting in the face of Seth Rollins recently. And if this is I swear, I would love it if Seth Rollins' next feud was with Samoa Joe. I would flip. I think it's time for Samoa Joe to go back into wrestling. He's a great commentator, don't get me wrong. But I miss seeing Samoa Joe choke people out. I miss it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sick bastard, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, I am a sick bastard. Hell, I love tables, ladders, and chairs. Hell, I want to participate in one. Don't care if I get hurt. All I would say is, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, I'm one of the boys now. I would be like Mick Foley and probably Peter Pan off the Hell in a Cell. Anyway, Dominic is winning. That's who I'm picking. D.
Yeah, Dominic. I don't have nothing to say. You broke it down for us already. It's the real deal.
All right, so now we got 2 matches left, and that's the 2 world title matches. And D, yes, this match is for the Universal Championship. Braun Strowman, newly shaved head and all. I love this gimmick, but there's only one little problem that I have with it, and I'll explain with it later. And the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. The title is on the line. I think this will be the final match out of this series. I will say this. The only problem that I have with the match, who is really the babyface?
Out of who?
Out of both of them. Because the way how they did Braun Strowman lately, think about it. Braun Strowman said he doesn't give a damn about Alexa Bliss. Number 2, he picked up Alexa Bliss through the air and slammed her down to the ring. So that's like a damn near 15 drop for Alexa Bliss. Also, Alexa Bliss is going to play the biggest factor in this match. I think Alexa Bliss is going to be the new manager for The Fiend.
As Sister Abigail.
And if that be the case, I would love for Braun to retain the belt. I really do. But I have to go with The Fiend here. The way how they've been... And the way how Alexa Bliss, like caresses, like... Hold on, D. It's like this. And all of you guys can laugh. The way how Alexa Bliss does this to The Fiend... Like, she touches the mask and The Fiend is, like, backing away. Like, oh, my God, the power of love. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet at the end of the match, Alexa Bliss takes off The Fiend's mask and wears it or fucking makes out with The Fiend? I can actually, on a broken down Braun Strowman, If Braun wins, I'm cool. If the Fiend wins, I'm cool. But I am going with the Fiend here.
I'm going with the Fiend, and then if you finally see the heel turn for Alexa Bliss, it becomes Sister Abigail.
Yes. How good Bray will be a babyface. Bray's not a babyface. To be honest, in my personal view, this is like a neutral. Basically, Braun Strowman's heel one week and then he's babyface the next against the Fiend, who is automatically a heel. But we treat him like a babyface.
Oh, we treat him like a babyface, but he's definitely a heel.
Oh, this also been a rumor too. Bo Dallas could be returning to help his brother out. Can you imagine? Bo Dallas helping his brother. You know Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt are related.
Right. But let me hold that. Talk that. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I got to go. I can't hold this in anymore. I got to
God. While D has to go potty. While it's potty time here.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you while you're having potty time. Anyway.
I don't know why my thing comes up on here. I don't know why your thing comes up on here. I just don't understand that.
Because I'm handsome.
Let me go to the fucking bathroom on that one.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful, child. Anyway, if, in my opinion, now, I do not want Lars Sullivan returning. Personally, Lars Sullivan has lost all the respect for me as a human being. So, but that's just another story for a different day. I'm leaving, so I just want to say Drew is winning, but I don't care. I'll take Randy with the title as well. We'll talk about that match because obviously that's going to be the main event. But the way how they've been doing Bray Wyatt as of late, the way this feud has obviously been SmackDown biggest feud in this whole booking. You can't tell me otherwise. This feud has been phenomenal. It's been amazing. And it's been... Yep, Carnage, I'm back. Hit that like button, guys. 877. Oh my god, we are 3 away from 880. Can we reach to 880? But personally, in my opinion, I would love... Whoever wins this Universal title match, I am going to be happy either way. Braun Strowman would be great. I mean, he's been great. I love his new look. I love that he shaved off his head, but he kept the beard. He looks like a legit monster. He looks like the thing that you see in those videos, like the don't drop the soap thing. If don't drop the soap was a person, it would be Braun Strowman. It was just me or SmackDown 2008 is as good as SmackDown 2016. What do you think about the Thunderdome? The Thunderdome looks cool. I like it. Not gonna lie. Think about it. WB swerves us. Think about you. Dominic turns his back on Ray. I would be upset. Like, why would Dominic join the man who tried to kill his dad? Just no. Now they got to make Drew versus Randy in a no count out match, or Malk, what if Edge spears Drew and joined Randy Orton? I don't know. Pin that next, Malcolm, please. I don't know how to feel or how to answer this because I have a theory on what's going to happen in that main event, but I'm trying to wait till D comes back because I want his take. I know he's going for the Fiend, but oh man, I have been in love with the following feuds, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So who's watching Talking Smack tonight? I've been in love with this whole. I've been in love with the whole booking with the Fiend and Braun Strowman. I've been falling in love with Dominic and Rey Mysterio, and I am loving the feud between the WWE Championship match as well. Damn is the perfect word to describe this. Damn. Braun Strowman, wait a minute. Braun Strowman should have said to Bray Wyatt, "I'm not done with you," and throw him down there. Or, "I'm not finished with you." I would love if he did that. Oh my god, Cindy Hurt is singing Living My Life. That's my song, LOL. The only way Rollins wins if Austin Theory returns, possibly. Okay, somebody also asked me this: Are we getting a long time storyline back? I don't know. That's the good question. But personally, exactly, Mal. This feud is a good long time story. Yes, the Fiend versus Braun Strowman. Think about this. This feud has lasted all the way from Money in the Bank. I think this a four straight. I think they had four straight pay-per-view matches, if I'm not mistaken, and they all have been entertaining as shit.
They have.
And oh my god. Okay, you know what? Here's a game. D, which storyline has been the best? The Fiend versus Braun, the Fiend and Bray Wyatt, Dominic and Rey Mysterio, Dominic against Seth Rollins, or
shit.
Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre.
That does not. I'm sorry, but the Clippers game is on, and Luca ran off the floor hopping, not putting no pressure on his leg at all. So he's that in the locker room. Look at
ACL.
picture. No, it looked like more of an ankle. He couldn't put his foot down at all.
He probably sprained his ankle. Oh, Mavs.
He hopped all the way to the locker room without putting no pressure on it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
But yeah, I think it's about this fourth. This is like the fourth straight match for Braun Strowman and Bray.
And they all been entertaining. They're all entertaining. 3 matches in this show are gonna keep this show from. Okay, but anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves now. We got the Fiend, right, winning.
Right.
But would you be happy either way, whoever comes out this match? And a lot of people are saying Lars Sullivan is returning. No. Keep the racist away. WWE. Now, that is who WWE should have fired. But that's just me. What do you think about Jeff Hardy winning the IC title? I'm happy for Jeff, but I thought AJ would have a longer title reign. You know what? WWE is really... They really want to keep Jeff Hardy. They don't want Jeff going to AEW. So they're probably going to do Under the Sun. I don't think Jeff will hold the belt long, but I'm happy for Jeff Hardy. Doesn't this make Jeff Hardy a 6-time Intercontinental Champion?
Yeah, I think so.
So, but anyway, we got the Fiend. Next is the main event. Drew McIntyre will defend the WWE Championship against the Viper, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton.
I love these promos. I love what they're doing with this main event.
So, D, who you have?
The fact that he punt kicked my guy Shawn Michaels in the head. Randy Orton is going to lose this fucking match. I'm going with Drew McIntyre.
So you're not gonna overlook for what he did to Edge, what he did to Christian, what he did to Big Show, and also Ric Flair?
No. I'm not looking over it. I just feel like Randy Orton, yes, you put him in the title contention, but I don't think it's time for Drew McIntyre to lose the title. I just don't think so.
Here's the thing, though. It's up to the point where both superstars are hot right now. Like Orton, ever since he's turned heel, has been white hot. It's like I'm going back to 2009. It's like I'm traveling back to 2003, 2004, and then going back to 2008 and 2009 with Randy Orton. And I love that year of Orton because Orton was a sadistic, evil bastard. Here, he just doesn't give a damn.
Yeah, but I think that doesn't give him a reason to win the title.
But because he's been hot, but at the same time, Drew McIntyre has also been hot ever since he won the championship.
Right.
And for all these smarks that I've always see on different YouTube channels and whatnot, how is Drew McIntyre's WWE title reign boring? How do you sleep at night? How is his title reign boring? No.
Well, you got to think about it too. Like everything's going on with not having fans and stuff like that.
It's not his fault.
Right. Most of the title reigns have that before even Drew McIntyre. Most of those title reigns has been terrible since we couldn't have no fans in the stands.
Right. It's not It's not Drew's fault. And for all these idiots that say, oh, Drew's a horrible champion, fuck you. He's not.
Right.
Just get over your smarky hatred and look at the world around you, you fickle fucks. But here's how I see it. D, you're probably going to be shocked on this. And no, I'm not picking Orton. I'm not picking Orton. And I'm not picking Drew. For two reasons. Number one, the match will be a no finish. Because I can see this feud lasting till Hell in a Cell. But Retribution will interfere in that match. They will beat the living hell out of Orton and Drew McIntyre. And I believe we are going to get a big surprise at the end of SummerSlam. Somebody is coming back. I don't know who. A lot of people have said CM Punk. I will say this right now. If CM Punk is the leader of Retribution, this whole stream will get dark. I will freaking mark out if I see CM Punk back in a WWE ring. I mean, think about it, D. After all the things we've been seeing on Raw and SmackDown, why not have the leader of Retribution unmask himself? And if it is CM Punk, oh my God. Or better yet, what if it's Edge? What if it's Edge? What if it has to be a legend? It's going to either be a legend or a superstar coming back that we haven't seen in WWE for years. We're getting a surprise. Or better yet, what if it's Roman Reigns? That would blow my mind if it's Roman. Because number one, Roman, you turned him heel, and that is out of nowhere. People have been asking for it, but I don't know. All I'm saying is we're getting a no finish, but Drew McIntyre will retain the WWE Championship.
A no finish?
Yes, I know, a no finish. Boo. But it kind of makes sense. After all that happened with Retribution and whatnot, or matter of fact, Damian Estrada said, what if it's Aleister Black? Hey, if it's Aleister Black, that's a hell of a way to get a new finish over. A new booking of Vince Russo. Oh, God. If Vince Russo was the one that did Retribution, I don't know. Vince has gone completely desperate. Well, let's hope it's not a Ministry of Darkness thing where, like, the higher power is Vince McMahon. Like, let's not do that. What if Retribution was led by Vince McMahon?
I would love it.
I would be like, this would be me. It's me, Austin. It was me all along, Austin. Oh, God. But, guys, what if it's Ellsworth, I'm going to laugh. If it's Ellsworth, I'm going to laugh if it's Ellsworth.
So are they so somebody's going to come out and surprise is what you're saying?
Yes. Like Randy and Drew are going to be knocked out, and then here comes Retribution. They both be on their feet. They're both attacking Retribution, but of course, the numbers game is too long. Most of the boys and the girls in the locker room are laid out. The commentary team is laid out, and SummerSlam ends. What if it is CM Punk?
I would shit the bed if it's CM Punk.
If it's CM Punk, then WWE has literally... Remember, CM Punk said never say never. He would come back. What if it's CM Punk? What if it's CM Punk and AJ Lee, the leaders of Retribution?
Damian Estrada, shut up. Really.
Renee Young is gone. Renee Young's left WWE.
I don't blame her, though.
She wants to be... Apparently, a lot of people said that she wants to be a mom and she wants to be around Jon Moxley more, which is understandable.
But she said, but I don't know if you read the article. I read the article of what Renee Young said, though, is that it's been times where she was that her person, like when she was on Raw, like she wasn't supposed to be on Raw. They just threw her on in there, knowing that she really didn't know that she was doing. She was trying to fill in, and she felt uncomfortable being thrown into Raw as a commentator with Corey Graves and
Michael Cole. Yeah, because she's not really a you know, I'm not saying she's not a bad commentator, but they just literally put her.
Yeah, they threw her in. They threw her in there, and she felt as though that she felt uncomfortable. She'd rather be on FS1, but they end up canceling the show. They just said she felt as though that she couldn't show her personality with WWE, and I don't blame her.
Oh my God! Logical Hoop said, "What if it's John Cena?" I would flip. I would laugh if it's Cena.
Yeah, if
but
it's Cena,
it's too late. But it's too little, too late. What if it's Wade Barrett? No, I was never a big fan of Wade Barrett. Someone also said, "What if it's Tommaso Ciampa?" Now that if Ciampa does not come back on tomorrow night, then maybe. Or better yet, what if it's like I think it's either gonna be CM Punk or it's gonna be CM Punk or it's gonna have to be somebody. What is up, Master Skull? Hello, I am new here. Please hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. Thank you.
What's up, Master Skull?
What if it is the hacker group and they have Punk and AJ Lee? If it's Punk and AJ Lee, I will locate. Let's be real.
I would love it.
Let's be real. Whoever it is, WWE, don't sugarcoat with WWE. Don't sleep on WWE. They have been known to swerve us in the past. I can give you a couple examples. Did any of you expect Stone Cold Steve Austin to turn heel and sell his soul to Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 17?
Absolutely not.
Even though that was the most dumbest idea, but at the same time, it was a good ass swerve.
And that was in an era where it didn't have no social media.
Right.
I mean, it was social media, but it wasn't social media where shit get leaked.
What's another one that was out of nowhere? That was a swerve. Remember CM Punk? CM Punk losing the WWE Championship to Alberto Del Rio, even though CM Punk was on a hot streak. That was a swerve.
That was a swerve.
Like WWE will swerve the hell out of you, but if it's CM Punk, my heart is going to hit the floor. I am going to scream. I am going to shout. I'm probably going to pass out on live TV if it's CM Punk. Oh yeah, when CM Punk turned heel on The Rock, that was a swerve. I didn't see that coming. But either way, that's how I feel. It's a no finish. D has Drew McIntyre. But since I'm going with a no finish, I'm going to say this. Drew McIntyre retains the WWE Championship. By hook or by crook. So let's review these picks, shall we? Me and D came to an agreement. Bayley's going to retain the SmackDown title by some bullcrap finish, but she will win the Raw Women's title. So we have Asuka winning both matches, one by DQ and one by legit. We have the Street Profits retaining their tag team titles. We got Dominic beating Seth Rollins. We have Mandy Rose beating Sonya Deville because of personal reasons. We got Apollo Crews beating MVP. We have The Fiend beating Braun Strowman, and we have I have a no finish. D has Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
If it's Robert Roode, that would also be good too.
Yeah, I wouldn't have no issue with that either.
CM Punk is the best choice. CM Punk is the best choice.
Yeah, CM Punk is the best choice. Absolutely.
But we don't know. We do not know. That's the funny thing. We don't know.
We don't.
And this whole Retribution thing started right when like after WrestleMania?
But ain't Matt Hardy at AEW though? So how would that work?
Nah, Matt Hardy's in AEW. It's not Matt.
Oh shit! Hold up. I got an important phone call. I'll be right back.
I'm about to end the stream here in a second.
Well, I'll call him back then. I ain't worrying about it.
Well, with that being said, guys, that's going to do it for us. The swerve of the century in SummerSlam 2013 was Bryan winning the championship. Yes, Triple H going heel and Orton cashing in. That was, oh my, I was like, this was me. I was like, oh, I remember Twitter was going on an uproar that night.
And just to let y'all know that Luca Doncic is back out on the floor, but he's limping like crazy.
What if it's Sami Zayn? That would, damn.
I'm not a big fan of that.
I mean, I love Sami Zayn, but I want Sami Zayn to come back as a babyface. I don't want him to come back as a heel, but
I don't like him as a heel.
You're right. I don't like him as a heel. I liked what was his gimmick at first? The underground wrestler, like the wrestler from the underground. I love that gimmick. Yeah, the hackers are retribution. Yeah, it has to be AJ Lee or CM Punk.
Right. I would never. What if Charlotte Flair returns and beat up Asuka and Bayley and Sasha and probably Darion never saw it coming?
Only one problem. Charlotte's not coming back till the Rumble.
Yeah, she's not coming back to the Rumble, so that's out.
But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it here for us for picks and predictions.
And I just want to let everybody know, make sure you go over and subscribe to the Spotlight Sports Network and subscribe to everybody that is a part of the Spotlight Sports Network, especially MalcGoolie. So if you're new in here and you have not subscribed, subscribe right now.
What if it was Eugene? Ha! That's funny. What if it was Justin Bieber? Oh, well, here's one thing. Matter of fact, since we got a little bit of time, here I'm gonna call this the SummerSlams. They almost went through it. They almost went through it by having Justin Bieber pin Randy Orton for the WWE Championship.
Oh, hell no.
Yep. They thought about that. They thought about having a 6-man tag team match. The WWE title, mind you, was not going to be on the line. Orton was going to lose to Justin Bieber.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
But WWE scratched it because, let's be real, everybody wanted to kill that kid when he came out. So no, he went back to his hole just the same way he came out. Here's another one. China, God rest her soul. SummerSlam 1999. They were thinking, almost went through with this, having China beat Stone Cold Steve Austin for the WWF Championship. Now, I will say this. Number one, that's not believable. It has to be like a bullshit finish. But having a woman be the World Heavyweight Champion, why the hell not? It's kind of funny that TNA did it before WWE did. Isn't that hilarious?
That is hilarious.
It's like people can shit on Impact all you want, but when Impact come up with creative ideas and something that's out of left field, they will do it. Also, another one, Pete Rose beating Kane for the WWE. Oh my God, I read about that. Pete Rose was supposed to take the title off of Kane. Oh my God, but that's not a SummerSlam myth. But also, here's the highs and lows of SummerSlams. Here's a few honorable mentions. Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels. I do not need to go into detail on how the match wasn't bad. It was just, do you remember how overselling Shawn Michaels was in that whole entire match? Do you remember that when he took on Hulk Hogan in 2005 at SummerSlam?
Dumbass match.
Here's the thing. And here's the thing. Shawn Michaels, yes, was being immature and being childish, but at the same time, when Hulk Hogan wanted to play politics, Hulk Hogan may be a lot of things, but he was kind of smart in a way. WWE wanted to do a best-of-3 series between Hogan and Michaels, but Hogan felt that since he's like a 50-year-old man with artificial body parts, he knew Hogan thought he was going to get booed. He thought he was going to get booed the whole series of matches because Shawn Michaels, let's be real, Shawn Michaels, and you know what? Me and D have talked about this. I don't know how D feels about this. Is Shawn Michaels the Michael Jordan of professional wrestling?
Who's the Shawn Michaels of professional wrestling?
Is Shawn Michaels the Michael Jordan of professional wrestling? I mean, think about it. All the performances that Shawn Michaels has done, all of the selling, all of his victories, like, come on. I would actually say Shawn Michaels is the Michael Jordan of wrestling. I know that's a stretch, but come on.
I don't know.
Like, you can say Undertaker is the Michael Jordan of wrestling. You could say
you can't really, like, you gotta, like, the NBA and the WWE, you gotta think of it. You gotta see who was the Michael Jordan of their era. It's all about eras. And Luca, like, I mean, I'm trying to watch this game too. Luca is like struggling and he's like over it. He's on the bench now, but he probably won't be able to play the rest of the night. But like I said before, like, the NBA is just like the WWE. You have your era of players or era of wrestlers where they're great at that time. So it dies out. So, like I said, like, sometimes if you want Jordan, the Jordan of the WWE, you got to look at it from an era standpoint. Like, Ric Flair was the Jordan of WWE at that era. Or Ric Flair,
I would say just of wrestling, because remember, Flair went to WCW right around like 95, right? Or 94.
Right, but I'm just saying in wrestling in general.
Right.
Like, you have a Ric Flair, like Ric Flair was like one of the greatest, but around that time, you could put him in the same thing as Magic Johnson in that era.
But can you compare Michael Jordan and Shawn Michaels? Like, kind of their careers are kind of similar. Think about it. Shawn retired from a bad back and came right back like he never missed a freaking beat.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. Michaels was out of it for how many
Michael's
years?
Out of shape. Michael was out for a year, and he was out of shape when he came back in 95.
Yeah, but Shawn Michaels was out for 4 or 5 years?
4 years. 4 years.
So he did have time to get in shape and look like he looked. Jordan just got lazy and played baseball and wasn't in shape at all.
God, the White Sox, Jesus. But I don't know. Like, that's got to be a video, like, for us to go on to a different level. Like, who is really the Michael Jordan? The Magic Johnson, the Bill Russell,
right?
The Brett Favre,
the LeBron James, like, you know.
Okay, if we're gonna say LeBron James, oh God, there's a few that are LeBron James in this era. Maybe Kenny Omega, maybe Daniel Bryan. No, Daniel Bryan.
No, if you really want to say LeBron James of WWE, you might as well just say Roman Reigns, because people hate Roman Reigns just like they hate LeBron James.
But I'm going with talent wise, but also another honorable mention of things that that you probably forgot at SummerSlam. SummerSlam 97. Stone Cold Steve Austin's career was shortened. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the pile driver that Owen Hart.
Yep.
God, and I was watching 97 today at work, and personally, I still love that pay-per-view. To be honest with you, I loved the show.
It's a lot of pay-per-view.
A lot of people say 1998 was good, and it is good. I'm not saying that these people are wrong, but 97, I mean, and personally, my favorite match out that card was The Undertaker versus Bret the Hitman Hart for the WWE Championship. And I love the finish of the match, Shawn Michaels screwing over Taker, even though he was going to hit Bret Hart with the championship, with the chair.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be for The Undertaker. It was supposed to be for Bret Hart. Bret Hart set up that feud.
And, shoot, what's another one? Also some good things at SummerSlam. Oh, well, actually, and I just recently watched this match, and I forgot how uncomfortable it was. I mean, the match was good, but the storyline was just uncomfortable. Rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero, his final SummerSlam match against Rey Mysterio for the custody of Dominic. Jesus Christ. that storyline. Now, I'm not saying the storyline was entertaining, but at the same time, looking back at it now, it was so effed up. WWE literally put the custody of a child. Oh. Oh. Oh.
That was
It
dumb.
was. I wouldn't say it was dumb. It was just so uncomfortable.
It was very uncomfortable.
But the match was good as hell. You can't take that away from Ray and Eddie.
Yeah, it was a good match.
But
It
damn.
got very personal too.
But I'm not gonna lie, I was so pro Eddie at the time. I was this close to buying an Eddie Guerrero "I'm Your Poppy" shirt. But then looking at it now, I'm kind of glad I didn't because I felt so uncomfortable. My stomach even hurts thinking about it because it's so like and of course it's the same SummerSlam 2005. 2005 SummerSlam is a good SummerSlam, but if you look at some of the matches and how fucked up some of the stories were, need I remind you, this was the same show that had Matt Hardy versus Edge after when the whole Lita cheated on Matt thing broke the internet. How much did they pay Matt Hardy to get his ass kicked by Edge at SummerSlam?
They paid him enough for him to stay.
God. What's another another moment at SummerSlam that the first ever tables, ladders, and chairs, SummerSlam 2000. Come on. That match will always forever be amazing to me. Forever be amazing. Even though I was a little upset that the Hardys didn't win it, but looking at it now, I'm kind of happy Edge and Christian retained their belts. Like, they were heels. Of course they're going to be heelish and do some heel shit. What's another SummerSlam moment? There's so many. Oh, how about this one? When CM Punk won the World Heavyweight title from Jeff Hardy at that tables, ladders, and chairs match. And then we heard the gong. Gong! And then the lights go out. We don't see The Undertaker, right? Even CM Punk is looking at the entrance like, Undertaker's not there. But on the bottom, you see Undertaker setting up and tombstoning CM Punk to keep the fans go home happy. I didn't even see Undertaker on the bottom of CM Punk. I was like, because Jeff Hardy was down there. So basically, Undertaker switched places with Jeff Hardy.
That's all it was.
Oh my God. But it was entertaining. I didn't even see Undertaker down there. I was like, at first I'm like, is that Jeff Hardy? Why did Jeff Hardy get taller? And then I saw The Undertaker. I was like, oh. I'm sorry. How would you feel if you're a wrestler? You just won the World Heavyweight title and The Undertaker was right behind you.
I would have been scared.
I would have just shitting on my boots. I just would have been like, look, I would have got a mic. You guys are cheering this, aren't you? He's behind me, isn't he? Mm-hmm. He's going to tombstone me, isn't he?
Yeah.
This would have been me. I guess I have to take action. I would try to hit him, but obviously Taker's going to hit me with them soup bombs.
Yeah, Taker's going to whip my ass, honestly.
God. What's another great match at SummerSlam? Shawn Michaels versus Triple H, 2002. And to be honest, I would love for me and D to review that show. I'm going to have to rewatch that show, but I'm going to say this right now. A lot of people say that SummerSlam is probably the best of the modern era. I'm going to say this. It's a damn good SummerSlam, but I wasn't ready for the superstar of Brock Lesnar. I was still pro Austin, pro Rock, pro Triple H, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit. I wasn't ready for Brock. So, yes, I wanted The Rock to beat Brock at SummerSlam. And yes, my cousins even gave me an article saying The Rock is leaving for Hollywood. I didn't care. I didn't want Brock winning the damn match to begin with. But it happened. But who was I to know that Brock Lesnar would have a good title reign at 2002? It's too bad he lost it to the Big Show, who I still can't believe I went for in that match. But that's another review for another time.
We got a lot of stuff that we need to review.
Orton versus Lesnar was good. Orton versus Lesnar was all right. It was all right. I just didn't like the ending of Randy Orton getting his head caved in by Brock. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys so much for joining us here for the picks and predictions. I will be live for NXT TakeOver 30 tomorrow. I think the show starts at 7, so I'll probably be up here at 7 o'clock ready for you guys. PlayStation ready in hand to get that show ready. And we got SummerSlam on Sunday, so I can't wait to do that. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, guys, we love each and every one of you. I see you guys.
Make sure you staying safe.
Yep, and I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT TakeOver 30. Until next time, God bless you all. Love you and peace.